Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? If you hear banging, that's my dad outside doing some work. I even have the window closed. Okay. I've done a lot of work on this map so far. Sorry, just moving things around so I can see it better. I have a pretty good load of wood beams here. Forget where I was taking this thing. Wood beam warehouse. $437,000. I think that's pretty darn good. I need to fix that. See, I flattened out this road because it was like on the same slope as like the hill. And during the winter, he kept sliding off. So I tried to flatten it out as much as I could. Yeah, it's not a bad map at all. Obviously, I've made a whole bunch of changes. The map does need a farmer's market, so my suggestion is, if you have the capabilities, add some money to your game. Put in a farmer's market. I did. It's way over there. You can see it there. But yeah, add that in. And then I can't think of who made this map, but same time I put a bridge across right there. Just a cheap one, and because there's nothing to cross that main river. So, just little things. Now, I've been playing on this now for, I don't know, a couple days. I've bought up to this point so far, and I cleared the small little trees and stuff that were on this property to my right, and I've cleared and flattened the stuff to the left, and put a big cow barn up there. I think there's 250 cows, I think, give or take. I think that's what I put in there. Yeah, 250. I'm good for 290, but why is the health down to 70? How come there's no food? I just put food in there. God, you guys are pigs. Oh, I'll have to bring some over. So I put that in. Put the 2 gardens in. And I put the sawmill in over there. Fermenting silo and a TMR mixer. I've been utilizing the grass in this field and that field. I've made this field bigger. I was going to plant peas and I kind of missed it, so now I'm going for winter wheat. So now there is a constructible right here where this house is when you first load into this map, and you're living in the trailer. That barn's the same, silo is the same, and that little shed there is the same. Once the constructible is done, it's the exact same house, but you cannot go into it. So I deleted it, added in the money, I put this house down, and then reset my money to where it's supposed to be. This way I can actually go into this one, right? But it's the exact same house. It's just the other one you can't go into, right? So then over time I did the yard around it. I did the flowers and stuff and this and that. I added that shed, the open air shed, and a lot of the equipment has been changed up now. But this trailer is your starting house. I'll show you around a little bit more here in a second. Let's park this trailer. Come on. Fuel tank you start with this planter, cultivator, and there's a mower that you start with, but I've changed it out, a little tedder and a windrower. I've obviously changed all them out. Everything else I've bought. The tractor you start with, but I've traded that out as well, so I don't have that anymore. You start with this fertilizer and this baler. Now this baler is going to be going here soon because I bought a big one. I've also added this bale shed, bale pallet shed, and I'm keeping all my wool in it. I bought one in the second trailer. I put a sheep pen down here, and I've got 100 sheep in there, I think. Yeah. And then I flattened the spot up here and I put a bale storage up here for the sheep and stuff. And so that's where I'm at. I bought the big long trailer. Okay, where did I leave my truck? So, yeah. I also bought that truck and trailer there. I need the small trailer. And you don't have a truck to start with either. Or do you? Yeah, you do have a truck to... No. God, I can't remember. So I just keep all my wool bales right now. For now. Maybe at some point I'll get a spinnery. The original property kind of comes up to right here. Yeah, where the fence is. That's your original property line. So it comes across here. It goes that way and it goes all the way behind all that farm and everything back there, and then comes back up. You can kind of see the hedges I put up over there, the dark line. That's where the original starting property goes. What am I looking for? This? No. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, greenhouses, I have peas growing in there. Oh, everything's empty in here. Excuse me. I think I'm going to have to go buy some straw because I got to do wheat and stuff in here first. What is that? Oh, I missed a spot. I accidentally planted green beans there. That's okay. I can hit it with the plow. I don't know why I came all the way over here, but I really need to flatten this out and get rid of this tree. I'm going to slowly transition from the small square bales to the big ones. Damn it. Forgot it would pick that up. What's with my driving here? Come on, man. What do I gotta do? I need silage. There's just so much to do here. They don't have straw, so I need to go to the farm store, pick up some straw. Yeah, I've added this gravel on the road as well. Whee! I'm an idiot. I really am. I'm an idiot. It was a good idea, but I'm an idiot. You'll see why in a minute here. Completely forgot about this. Completely forgot about it. Yes, cows, I'm working on it. Get this TMR runner again. Go get the tractor and trailer. How did you steal one? Wow, drive much? Maybe I'll throw a couple extras in here as it uses it. Well, can't see them there, can you? Okay, well, we'll put those somewhere else then. What the hell's going on here? So now, as long as I remember that they're here. So how's everybody doing today? I'm not doing this as a series or anything, I'm just playing. Thank you very much for being here and watching. Okay, we need silage, which means I need tractor and trailer. Excuse me. Just gonna park this right here for now. Oh, it's down there. already 1 o'clock. The wife made homemade chocolate macaroons. So I'm kind of snacking on them at the same time right now. Should have enough for a couple loads. Oh yeah. These guys back up to 100. Yeah, 56. Not good. Trailer just fits in here. Ooh, that was close. I'll give them two or three loads here. Hey little guys, how you doing? I know it's not very interesting watching me, excuse me, feed the cows. After this, I gotta go collect the peas. Should put another load of silage in there. Wrong button. Yeah, I keep the peas. Ooh, turn stupid. I keep the peas until December. And I tell you, it's one hell of a payday when you bring all of that in. I'm actually thinking of maybe putting 2 more greenhouses in. That's it for now. I need the trailer. I wonder if I can put this back in. I've never tried. Will let me put this back in there? Alright, well, guess I'll give it to the cows then, because I need the trailer for the peas. There's no easy way to load these things. It's one at a time. Now I suppose if I did pallets, but then I'd still have to wait for them to empty at the silos. So either way, you're waiting for them to empty. Doesn't take too long though. 12 crates fit in here. That's what, 9? Yep. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Dump this, come back for the rest. Now, at least when you do the peas, it actually sells the crate. So you get $150 every time you empty one of the crates. I think I gotta turn my visual animals down. I've noticed the game's been stumbling a little bit here and there. Okay, everybody should be happy now. I think everything is pretty much caught up. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Just making sure. You gotta keep that. Another freaking tornado? That's 3 tornadoes this year. 2 of them were during the night and ripped right through the farm. I think there's still a couple of trees I need to cut down, but... So where's this one freaking hiding this time? see if we can find this tornado. Map's not very big, so. That's 7 tornadoes in 4 years. Where the hell is it? Or is it not here yet? Yeah, you can see like there's trees right here. They're all damaged. So it ripped through here. There's 2 in one night. And there was some, I replaced a couple over here. Because they went through this spot right here. Not happy. I think that's a few too many tornadoes. What was I doing? Yeah, got to keep that sheep wool clear. Double check their food. Yeah, they're good for now. Gotta keep this clear, because if it gets too full and then you go to sleep, then you start losing some overnight. I guess we'll park this. We'll check the sawmill. Make sure that's doing fine. Because I've got like 3 different sawmills that are pretty much identical. And the other 2 have internal storage. This one doesn't. So when this gets full, it stops producing instead of storing them. So, before I go to bed, I'll just do this. Why did you guys get hung up? Excuse me. Let's see. How are we doing for wood? 46 of 50. Okay. Normally when I have this thing here, any other time I've used it, I've always had silage bales and stuff. So I'll fill it all up, and then I'll put, you can put 2 round bales in here, side by side. So it gives you that extra leeway, right? This time I'm using a fermenting silo, so can't really put fermenting bales in there, or fermented bales. Hopefully that tornado leaves me alone this time. I need to go fix that spot in the field. Okay. Good in here, yep, okay. Well, yeah, I took out a couple trees in here. I had to replace them and a couple back here. So we're just going to speed up time a little bit here, so I can make sure that this is clear for when I go to bed. I gotta check too. I should turn down my animal visuals. Don't have the best graphics card, but it does pretty good. Okay, so we'll just move these out of the way for now. You guys are still good on food. So, at least summertime is still daylight. Once it starts hitting fall and stuff, I tell you, it doesn't take long. It's friggin' dark out. Winter wheat, September. Okay, so I still got a month yet. Not sure why the fire's still going. Yeah, see, even this was jerky a little bit, so I think 200 is probably right around the best for visual animals. See, it would have been close if I would have left those two there. I've only got 2 spots left. So they would have taken up those 2 spots. Now, if I would have had 3, I would have lost some. Wool. Okay, double check their food. Still at 16. Yeah, we're good. Can almost cut this grass again. More grass. Everything's getting low. What are you sitting at right now? Production's only 100%. Okay. TMR is full, so I'll just top up some of this stuff, the silage and the hay. That'll be good for now. This, I have no more grass yet. Like I said, I can almost cut, well, I could cut it right now, but it wouldn't give me as much as if I left it. Go over here, got lots of peas to pick up again. Guaranteed this is full, so it's out of storage. Oh no, it does have an internal. Well, either way, clear all this out. Yeah, I don't know what it gets caught on. Come on, cooperate with me here. Giving me a hard time for. Huh? Wood chips. Still got lots of room. This one here also. The other ones, you can use trees to make whatever. This one here, you need the wood chips to make, I think it's the long planks. Yeah, long planks long, it uses wood chips. Everything else uses wood. So it's an odd one that the long planks needs wood chips. So you've got to make other stuff to be able to make the long ones. Or get a wood chipper and, I don't know, chip everything up. Still think it's a good price right now for wood beams. Yeah, we're still in the green. I mean, it's sell wood, and it's at a good price right now. Better than normal if I wait till March. The wool, yeah, no, wait till May. Silage is at a good price, but I'm not selling that. And the peas are getting better. They're only in yellow, but they're getting close. But so is December. Go check the cows. Grab the trailer and we'll get these peas out of here. Transfer over some silage. Okay, they're back up to 100%. Still have 10,000 liters of food. I gotta start figuring out something about slurry here soon too. And eventually I'm gonna have to get a milk tank. Do I need the truck and trailer for anything? No, gonna move silage. Gonna move peas. Actually, I should grab the big trailer anyways. Get ready for the wood beams. Okay, we'll get this hooked up and ready to go. Doesn't seem to stop around here. Oh, I really missed that one, didn't I? I'm not sure why I've got a bump there. I thought I'd fixed that. Okay, first things first, transfer over some silage. Actually, take them a load of food first. This is why I like the the automatic feeder barns, but this is way out of my price range at the moment, so I did it this way instead of waiting around. I guess I should pick up a couple of bales, hay bales, and bring them over when I come over for the wood beams. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today, though. It's awesome having you all here. Hey, Lee, welcome in, my friend. Just playing around on Porcupine Mountain here. I think I played this map almost 3 days straight, 2 or 3 days straight now. Yeah, I think I'll a little less than 2,000 short. 8,000 hay bales, so or 8,000 liters. So I need 2. I need 16 bales. Yeah, I've done a lot of work to it. she's pretty bare bones when you start out. I put this cow barn and stuff in. I put the TMR mixer, fermenter, the wood mill, greenhouses. I put all that in. If you get the starting farm, you start, your property ends where this fence is. I put the fence up, but it goes all the way across over there, and then all of that. I made this field bigger. You can kind of see the discolored section there. That's roughly the size of your starting field. You have a house exactly the same as this. You can't go in it, but it's a constructible, so you got to build it. But you do start off with that mobile home, that barn, silo, and that little shed. You get a tractor, that planter, cultivator, a mower that I've already sold off, that little square baler that's in there behind the tractor. There's a little square baler in there. You start with that. And in this corner here, there's a fertilizer. You start with that. A small tedder and a small windrower. And yeah, that's it. So I've added everything else, bought everything else. But it's a nice map. I've had 7 tornadoes though in 4 years. 3 this year alone. I put this sheep pen here. So I need 16 bales, right? Yeah, it's slowly getting there. Okay, so and how are you doing today, Lee? I know I could have gotten a flatbed, but screw it. I'm heading back over there with this trailer anyways, so why make a trip with the truck and trailer, then turn around, come back, grab this tractor and trailer. When I can just fill this trailer up and take it over there. I know not very interesting for you guys watching me do this, but... And yes, I use super strength. I hate using front end loaders and skid steers and excavators and all that crap. There's some games that, as you try to play realistic, what I'll do is I'll still use super strength, but I can't use super strength for doing stuff unless I've actually got the equipment to do that stuff. So in this case here, like I'd need a tractor with the front end loader and bale spike. I would actually have to spend the money to get the front end loader section and the bale spike. Right? I spent the money, I got it. But in my case, I wouldn't use it. I would just use super strength. I wonder if I could dump this. I've never tried. Will they slide out? Dude, it's cool. Well, kind of works, I guess. I didn't think that would actually work. I don't think it realizes that it's empty. I got 250 cows sitting in here. Doesn't look like it anymore because I've lowered it, or I've lowered the view. If I bring her up to, well, even if I go to 300. Yeah, there's 250 cows in there. Of course, there's some in the barn and everything else. They're all over the place. Yeah, I put this barn in here because there is no animal pens or barns or anything in this map. Let's change that back. I find that it's been kind of glitching a little bit, so I dropped it down to 200 visual animals per pen. Yeah, I should keep that going for a little bit. Can I make it? Can I make it? Just. Now, like I said earlier, I could load these peas like as a pallet, but I would still have to basically unload them one at a time, or empty the pallets, put them into the silo. Or I could do it this way, empty the pallet now into the trailer and then just go dump it. But at least I get paid for every pallet. I am thinking of putting in 2 more greenhouses for peas, because these guys pay awesome. If you guys are doing any type of survival or anything like that, or trying to do zero to rich or whatever kind of thing, you want something that produces money, this produces money. Everybody does lettuce, but if you've got the option to put this type of greenhouse in, the open air greenhouse, this will make you money fast. Now, granted, you should keep the peas at least until, well, in this case, December is best selling time, right? Because even for what I've got right now, what am I looking for? This here. Peas. Hello. Oh, peas up here. Got 131,000 liters of peas, and it's still worth 412,000 right now. If I wait till December, it's worth 452. And the other thing is, if you're doing zero to rich, wood beams are always worth a lot of money. Like even right now, I don't even have to wait till March. I'm already, the warehouse wants it bad, and it's already willing to pay me more than if I wait till March. March is 213. Right now I can get 224. Unfortunately, I can't take those two, so. But yeah, no, peas. Now, of course, you also need to put in a proper silo that will handle taking peas in. Not all silos will take peas. I always stare at this thing. It looks like one of those magic eye paintings. You know what I mean? So yeah, right now, 140,000 peas. 140. Oh, it's calculating what's over there. Okay. So yeah, right now it's worth 450. If I wait till December, 493. But I got how many more months here yet before December comes around? I'm sitting at what? August, so I got September, October, November. And if you wait till the end of December, and I'm roughly loading, well, that's 12,000. So 24. Almost 30,000 liters of peas per day. So in this case, per month, I guess. So if you wait till December, the end of the day at December, you get 2 pickings out of the peas. I'll pick these up now in the morning, and then once you go to bed at night, you can pretty much do it again. So you're getting close to 30,000 liters of peas per month. And I mean, of course, you could go and cheat, right? You could ramp up your production to like 300%. So if you wanted to, mine's not. So I mean, and these things are cheap. What are these greenhouses like? Wrong spot. I need this. Greenhouses in here. Yeah, greenhouses. That is the small one, I think. Yeah. So this one here, it's only 20 grand. Right? 20 grand, and I'm pulling that out of there already. So if you want the big bastards, you know, that's big. So I mean, you have 2 or 3 of these running peas, and all I do is I put one of these water pump things in, so you never have to fill it. That's only 5 grand to put that water pump in. So here you got $45,000, and in 1 year, I mean, you're pulling almost $500,000. So the return on this is insane. And then, excuse me. And then again, like I said, the sawmill, that sawmill there is Farmer Donkey's sawmill, but it's 20 grand. So if you buy a property with lots of trees, you spend 20 grand, you set that up, right? That's all you need is 20 grand. And you start feeding it trees and just let it do wood beams, right? And the wood beams they sell at a high price as well. In all reality, it doesn't take long. Like, you're starting from zero, bit of grass, you know, like some logging, sell that first to make some money. Get in a mower, make silage. Your silage will add up quick, and it won't take you long before you hit 20 grand. Put in a sawmill or the peas. Yeah, it's Farmer Donkey's sawmill is pretty freaking cool. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna take those wood beams in. They're at a great price right now, so I'll just put this over here for now. I'm gonna need it again later anyways, so I'm not gonna disconnect. Grab them. Truck and gooseneck. Go get the wood beams, bring them into town. I love the yard here. Now, I put gravel on the driveway, but all the road was exactly the same as the yard. And I don't know, it just seems to be somewhat like realistic. Like, it's beat up, it's ruddy, it's muddy, it's, you know. Yeah, I might take up some of this grass area and put in two more peas. That would be 60,000 liters a month. No, it's a damn good sawmill. Anytime I go for a sawmill now, like this style, I go right for Farmer Donkey's sawmill. Come on, what do you caught on here? What's just like real life? The sawmill? Come on. Normally I don't have much trouble moving these things around. For some reason this one here, it's like it's catching, see? Oops, pushed it under the trailer too much. I don't know if it'll take it, being that it's under the trailer a bit. Push that over there. Might as well grab these ones. Ooh. Go over here. No, it's not what I wanted. I want Shift R. Not as many as I had last time. I think I waited longer last time. That's okay. Still take this in. Yeah, well, the rest of the road, like only on my property, I put gravel so far. Because I terraformed all of this over here. But once I get off my property, the road is back to beat up and rough, and I've been yelling at the county, but they won't do nothing because there's not enough traffic. I'm the only user on it. Well, I still pay my freaking taxes. Fix the damn road. Now, the only thing on this map is there is no farmer's market, so I put the farmer's market in. It's the only one thing they should update on this map is at least put a farmer's market in. You notice there was a bunch of stuff that there was nowhere to sell it. Yeah, just that little bit there went from 400,000 up to 700,000, so just that little bit was $300,000 sitting there, give or take. Well, I know. You'd think they're freaking from Alberta or something. Well, we're not fixing or grading the back roads. Not enough traffic there. Whoa! Good thing that's a Chevy. Ford, I would have been out in the water. Sorry about that. I had a freaking bug fly in my face. Well, at least I got my protein for the day. Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy what the wood beams and the peas will give you. Whoa, truck. Whoa, calm down. These will pick up a little bit of this for the I'll just take that amount, won't take the rest of it. For the TMR mixer, that's what I was thinking. Try to do things somewhat efficiently. Get in there tight enough? Probably not. That's the wrong side, dude. Come on this side. Thank you. Come on, stay. I think there's another bale under there. That's why. know. They get so freaking crazy at times. It's usually pretty good here in the house, but every now and then you get 2 or 3 that come in and start to piss you off. So right now it's the season for the little horse flies. Black flies are early spring and summer. You got a few big black horse flies. You got these little bastards and they buzz around and around and around and around. It's like, holy Christ, go away. Yeah, I still need grass. I'm near full right now. Yeah, we're good. The grass is almost ready to cut, I think. Yeah, it's getting taller. I've just been using the wild grass. There's no point making a field and fertilizing it and everything else when this works just fine. Oh no, it's September. I gotta plant my wheat. Yeah, I gotta deal with my wool. Clear out my wool here. See, what people don't understand is like, yeah, I'm using super strength. Has anybody ever watched Superman? Where was he when he was a kid? He was on a farm. Do you think once he started developing his powers, don't you think he used his super strength too? I mean, he didn't use a freaking tractor. I mean, hell, wasn't there one episode or one movie where, as a kid, his dad or whatever you want to call him was working on the tractor and he had to, what the hell? He was working on the tractor and either the tractor fell or he had a flat tire or something. Superman picked it up so that he could change the tire or something. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but yeah, I do the same thing with wool. I wait until a certain time to sell it all. Now, at some point, I do plan on getting like a spinnery. And, I mean, I'm probably at that point now that I could. And instead of selling the wool, I'll start making the fabric and maybe clothes. But yeah, I've only got 100 sheep, so I just let it do its thing. It seems to be good. It's just the right amount to do the wool and be able to keep up with it every day. How's their feed? 16,000. They don't go through a whole lot of food. Same thing, I put a well over here so I don't have to friggin' fill it all the time. Again, $5,000. Big deal. Never have to, you don't have to buy a trailer, you don't have to buy a truck or tractor to haul the trailer. You don't have to go looking for water or buying water. It's done. It's ready to go all the time. All you gotta do is the food. And with sheep, well, just cut your grass, alright? So yeah, next month is when I gotta do. Yeah, I don't like being boring. It's like everybody gets white sheep. I like my black sheep. Yeah, winter wheat. Yeah, next month. So I'll plant that next month. It's almost time. Well, this thing actually does pretty good. Normally I get I like getting my big planter. Because I've got the modded one where I can get this one and it does everything. Because I think the factory stock one, yeah, stock one only does like this stuff, right? But I've got different modded ones here. I got this one here that'll do pretty much all your normal crops. This one will do multi-fruit unrealistic base crops. But I mean, it'll do. Oh, it's the fast speed one. That's what it is. This one does 49. This one only does 25. This one does the multi-fruit unrealistic speed and all the crops. But normally I don't do any of those weird crops, so I just go with this one. Not that there's a price difference. And I find running at 49 is too fast. Right? Even though it's like, that's 18. This one's only 11 meters. So yeah, it's like one of the widest ones that I've got. You know, and once you do it, you can change all your, what is it? Rear hitch, capacity, standard. I usually go for the 50-25. And you can go pretty big field. Not to mention, I always like painting my stuff. So this one's fully paintable. Right? Yeah, these modded kinds are nice. But thing is, like, instead of having a planter that only does, you know, this stuff and then a seeder to do the other stuff, no, get this. You can do it all your wheats and barleys, all your grains, root crops, grass, you know, it's all there. All right. And then one good combine with 2 different heads, you're good to go. So, anyways, it is 3,500 construction costs. Construction costs for what? What's the construction cost for? Oh yeah, you know what else I gotta do? I forgot. I need this. I need to, might as well, since I've got the money. Bang. But anyways, yeah, what the hell's the construction cost? Construction cost. I don't know what the hell that $3,500 is. I've got nothing being built. Yeah, so the game is just stealing money from people now? See, that's where it would be nice if it would say, you know, oh, construction cost, you know, for this, or, you know, like for the house or for the barn, or, because, yeah, I didn't build nothing. I didn't buy nothing. It's great. I lost $3,500 for some reason. Interesting. Okay, so think. Actually, you know what? I'll use the other one. This one's just a little underpowered sometimes for a full trailer. But this is a good starter tractor too. If you guys are looking for a good tractor, I like this one. Like it's 89 grand. There's a few upgrades to it. Like normally you can't. Shop's closed. Fine. Fix that problem real quick. Let's make it 1 o'clock here. Okay. Yeah, if we go to tractors, it's in medium tractors, right? The normal one is this one. It's 89.5, right? Standard wheel setup. I mean, that's, you got your basics, but it's 230 horsepower, right? You can do 40K with it in our case. But it's a good looking tractor. It's got the front 3-point and PTO. It's got the rear 3-point PTO, right? So you can hook up your front rear mowers, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, no doubt, eh? But for 89 grand to have 230 horsepower and your front rear PTO shafts, that's a pretty damn good deal. Now, I do have a modded one. It's the same price. Everything's exactly the same other than you can paint it. That's the only difference. Other than that, it's still 230 horsepower, still 40K, you know. But yeah, that's the only difference is, yeah, you got a few other options, like you can put the front fenders on, flashers and stuff like that, floor carpet, you know, and your colors. So that's why I've got the mod, because like I said, I like painting my stuff. But yeah, for 89 grand to have that much horsepower with both front rear PTO, I mean, you can't really beat it. I mean, if you look at almost anything else, you know, the Challenger 225, so it's less. It is a little less money, but it's close. So the Challenger is, I'd say, second best in my opinion. But once you start going anywhere, like this one here is 63. It's only 160 base horsepower. It's going to cost you more if you want 180. Then you're starting to really jump up in price. For anything that's anywhere comparable, 230, well, again, 182,000 for 192 horsepower, and then you're going to jump up, what, $33,000 just to get it up to 234 horsepower and have the front rear PTOs. So really 89,000 or 220,000 for equivalent, and a little bit faster. You see what I mean? So really, for your pricing of a tractor for starting out, even if you didn't have the modded one, here's 68,000. So this one's cheaper. Does have the front rear PTO shaft, but it's only 175 horsepower. So it starts limiting you to what you can handle on the tractor. Now, is this, no, this one doesn't have any engine options, so you're stuck at that 175, right? So another 30 grand more, you jump up, you know, almost another 100 horsepower, and your implement usage goes way up on what you can use. That's the way I look at it, right? You know, and there's a lot of stuff I don't really have problems pulling around. I mean, I could, it slows you down a little bit, but I could pull that big baler back there or the forage wagon. I've run full mower setups with this thing. Okay, seeder's ready. Yeah. That's ready to go for next month. So I don't know, that's just my opinion on some of this stuff. You know, I love this tedder because it is like a super wide tedder. right? So tell me here, 17 meters. So this teds your grass and windrows it at the same time at 17 meters. It only takes 100 horsepower to run it, right? So again, oops, hit the wrong button. So 100 horsepower to run it at 17 meters wide and windrows this 230 horsepower tractor, no problem, right? What does this take? This takes 130 horsepower to run this. Again, no problem. 250 horsepower. So this, it would pretty much struggle on this one. It could probably do it, 230 to 250. But, yeah. But again, if you were to downsize this a little bit or go to a round baler, you wouldn't have a problem. Mower, same thing. It's only 60 horsepower. So you throw 60 on there plus the 130. So you're 190 horsepower. You could mow and forage wagon at the same time and still have enough power. These trailers, it doesn't take much to tow them around. So yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion. If you guys are looking for some options. Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock. Get that out of there. You guys are good on food. How long have I been going here? An hour and 50 minutes. 16,000. You still got lots of food. Let's take a run up the road. You're full of, you can't do any more. You've got no more space to make any, so you're good. Let's go up here, check the cows. See how they're doing. They have 13,000 liters, almost 14,000 liters. Lots of slurry, but not near the max. A little bit of meadow. Okay. So, I could run up and give them some. 250 cows will eat quite a bit of silage, or food. And, yeah, might as well clear you off. Well, I'll wait until next month, probably cut the grass. Because it should get as tall as this. So I think it's another month or two and it should be as tall as this stuff here. So we're going to go to bed, but before we go to bed, we are going to speed this shish kebab stuff up. So, how's everybody doing today while we're sitting here waiting? I usually try to wait until about 2000. Go to bed then, and I find it leaves enough. You clear everything, you have enough room for everything by the time you get up in the morning. So we'll just clear this stuff out of the way. You can tell winter's coming. It's getting darker earlier. That's one thing this map does nice too. It's not the same amount of daylight all the time every month. As the winter months come around, as the winter months come around, it actually gets darker and darker earlier. And it stays dark in the morning too. Yeah, that's good here. So we're gonna take a run through the field here, avoiding some trees, go clear out the sheep, go to bed. Okay, planting next month. Let's see, anything good on TV? Haven't seen Glow yet. Stranger Things, that's a good Stephen King book. Okay, close your eyes, people. I'm getting undressed here. Yeah, swimming. Who needs a swim? Yeah, the forest fires are going stupid out there. Thank God we don't have anything out here yet. But New Brunswick is usually bad too. Last year, 2 years ago? Yeah, we had, I'd say a close call. It was due to an idiot with a quad. His exhaust caught fire in the grass. We had a forest fire here, and it was only like 2 kilometers away from where we're living. Oops. Wrong one. So, we were close, and thankfully enough, even with how much it burnt, only one house lost. One house. I think there was a shed too. Other than that, nothing. Just bush. So everybody was lucky. No, there's no friggin' YouTube. They're not gonna put that on there. This thing does struggle a little bit going up that hill, but winter wheat, yup, Okay. You're good to go. Have fun. Like there's a pretty good hill right there. Especially going up the far side, going up that hill. Right there. Going up that section there struggles a little bit. It does it no problem, but it struggles a little bit. See what I mean? By morning, look how many crates of peas there are already. And the wood is full. The wood beams are full. Even though I emptied it completely out at 2000 hours. I live in Canada. I'm in New Brunswick. Yeah, storage is full. Just about full. So we'll get this out of the way. Yeah, born in Ontario. Raised probably about half my life in Ontario, half my life in Alberta. The wife is from New Brunswick, so I thought, you know what? I've never been to New Brunswick. Let's move there, because her family's here, so. Maybe there's ground sticking up or something. Why are you catching? Oh well. Truck will still pick it up. Yeah, I've driven back and forth across Canada quite a few times. Hell, one of Dad's jobs that he had, he drove back and forth all the time too. He worked for the fiber optics, and head office was in Toronto, and they were doing all the fiber optics on the train tracks, along the train tracks, right? It was nothing for head office to call him when he's in like BC somewhere and say, hey, can you go to Manitoba and pick up core samples and bring them into Toronto? So he'd leave BC, go all the way to Manitoba, pick that up, continue on to Toronto, and then turn around and head right back to BC. So Dad had a lease truck from the company, a brand new Chevy truck, lease truck, and at the time they gave it to him. They said, yeah, just return it when it hits 67,000, so that they can return it, so they, trade it back in. And I guess that's the kilometers they like to trade them in at, so that they still have a decent resale value. Within a week and a quarter, Dad was sitting at 70-some thousand kilometers. So he had to return the truck. Brand new truck. Literally, he got it like 200K on it. And he was almost 70-some thousand kilometers on it in a week and a quarter. Just because traveling back and forth across Canada so many times. And just pick him up another truck. Here you go. Have fun. I haven't even, other than making this field bigger, I haven't expanded for fields at all. And really, the only reason I'm planting wheat is because I need the straw for the cows. That's it. I don't care about the wheat. Now, I suppose I could get some chickens and sell eggs too. But, really, what's the point with the beams? When I've got the wood beams and I've got the peas. So I've been debating if I even want two more greenhouses. Hey Lee, thank you very much for stopping in, my friend. Hopefully your internet gets a little better. And yeah, again, thanks for stopping in. Maybe we'll see you on somebody else's stream. You have yourself a great night, my friend. Yeah, they were dead low on food. Still at 100%, so that's good. What do we got? 55% maturity. What do they add anyways? They are 10 months. Okay. So they're not going to start breeding or giving milk yet. So I got time to get a tanker. I've got more than enough money. I could probably yeah, I think I'm just going to get another truck like I've got, and yeah, I'll get a tank trailer. Something I should look at too is there anywhere to actually sell the milk? Now that I've got the farmer's market, I should be able to sell it there. Buying station? Nowhere to sell it. I can only buy it, no selling. The hell is that? Missing? I don't know what that is. But yeah, bottled milk. So the only problem is bottled milk. There's no dairy. So if I want to do anything with the milk, can't sell this milk straight, which means that I've got to put in a dairy to make bottled milk to be able to sell it. Okay, well, let's look at what do we want here? This factories, bakery, carpentry, 210,000. Sawmill. See, a spinnery. I should put a spinnery in too. Maybe a tailor. How much was that other one? $210,000. That one's 210. I think it's about 210,000, I guess, huh? Oh, that one's 70. How big is that? That's not bad. $70,000? That one's 70. That one's 69. They all do the same stuff. Just looking here to see what we've got. Now, the question is where? Where do we put this? Do we sacrifice this grass right here? Now, by putting the dairy in, Okay, I'll deal with that after. Just gotta figure out where everything is here. Okay, so we got pickup spot there, right? And a delivery spot there. What the hell's that? Oh. What is that? Is this like a house too? Alright. So if that's delivery, that's pickup. I like the way this one looks, but so we got that's pallets, that's pickup, and that's delivery. Okay. So that is a spinnery. Now we need a tailer. Is this the one where everything is in one corner? What is that? That's delivery, so that's pickup. Just trying to find the right ones that suit the area. I need a tailor. 240,000 though. It's got a drop off. That must be pickup there then. What is that? That's pickup, and that's delivery. Okay, come on. I think it might have to be this one. That's the pickup. No, that's the pickup. That's the delivery. Okay. So if it's going to come out of that one, right? That's the pickup area. I need room to be able to deliver and turn out of there. Okay, so that's what we got. So now let's fix some of this ground. Okay, so we'll put our grass back in. Right? Get that all fixed back up. Then we'll work at the driveways, the roadways. This is just a rough thing here. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Just fixing all the terraforming. I know my tractor's running over there. Good enough for now. Yeah, run a quick little pass in there, like so. Okay, so now I'm going to put down the same gravel. Start by giving their footprint gravel. Then we'll look at how we're going to connect and transfer everything. All right. Okay, now this one. Now I might come in and touch this up later. Change up a few things. See, sometimes what I like to do is just kind of drive the tractor or trailer or whatever you're going to use. Drive it around so that you leave tire tracks in the ground. And you'll find the best flow. And then you put your roads in. But in this case here, I know like this is where everything's going to come out. And it's all got to go in there. So I'm going to go like this. Same thing over here. We'll start with this. There. So I know I'm going to pick up here. I'm going to deliver here. This will be pick up and take to town. Is there any need to have anything on this side? We've got a walkway. I got a delivery over here, right? Yeah. Now delivery is going to be the wool. So in my case, I think I'm going to move this hay, get that out of there, and probably get rid of these two trees, and then bring this dirt road over to here. All right, so I can either store it all down the road, right, down over there in that shed, or I can just pick it up and bring it over here. Now, if this is full, everything will get stored in the shed. So we're going to do this like that for now. So like that. Okay. That one's just going to leave. Now this one, this is the dairy. So dairy is drop off there and pick up there. So I'm going to have to come in, which means I'm also going to have to pick up from there. So for now, I think I'm going to go like this. I'm going to come over to this one. And I'm going to widen this spot up. Right there. And then same thing here, widen this one up. This will be my drop off. Then I need enough room to come in and pick this up. And where am I going to go with it? Well, for now, I think I'm just going to go pick up, and then when I leave, I go like this. Come out to this road for now. Wide turn. And I'm just going to go like that. And then it'll be a turnout like so. And if there's an empty trailer, a little bit of a turnout there. I think this is going to be a sharper turn, so we're going to cut that one off a little more. Just like so. All right. So I'm going to be coming from the barn with milk. I'm going to come over here. Just drop off there. Yeah, so I'm going to... I'm just thinking, it's a big tanker. Alright, so it's going to be like that because it's going to be a wide turn on the tanker. And then same thing here, it's going to be a wide turn. Alright, so you're going to come in with truck and trailer, you're going to turn here, so this might actually get cut off a little bit. Like so. That way. You're going to pull in this way. You're going to back up, unload. Then you're going to leave. A little wider there, and same thing here. Just like that. Now as far as the sheep, well, sheep, like I said, I can come across there to this one, drop it off. When it's done, it goes over to this one. Then when it's done, it comes out here. I pick it all up and I take it to town. There. So what do you think? Think that'll work? I'll touch up the roads and stuff later. I usually put sand and dirt and blah, 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 as you can tell by the look of the road. So I think for now, that's what we're going to do. That's the way it's going to be. Been doing that for so long, controller shut off. Now we're going to dump this off. And just for the hell of it, we're going to kind of make a test run. I don't have the truck and trailer, but almost a little over 2.5 hours of streaming so far. Again, thank you everybody for showing up. Ooh, my battery's almost at 14% on my phone. Better plug it in. I'm using my phone to watch the YouTube channel and read the messages or the chat. Hey, phone's plugged in. Alright. So yeah, so dairy is up here, so let's pretend this is the dairy truck. It's a little shorter, but dairy truck comes in, comes over here. It's going to back in, going to load up. Right? So load it up, and make a wide turn like this. So you can get out properly. Come down this road here. Then we're going to wide turn it in here. Again, wide turn here, missing product. Come in like this. Back in. Unload. And then back to the farm. Now, as far as the sheep, like I said, the sheep, I can bring the wool through here, so I'm going to move that hay, cut these trees out of here, bring them over to the sawmill. So bring them in, we'll dump off everything here. Alright? And then we can leave. Now, by hand, I can transfer from this spot over to this spot. Right? So it comes out of the spinnery, goes into the tailor, and that's it. And then when it comes time, I come over with a trailer, I can load from here or there and head to the farmer's market. So I think we're good. We're good. Now, if we decide to put more stuff in here, we got room. Move your fat butt over. Hey people, I think at 3 hours I'm going to cut this stream. So if you don't mind, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, make sure that all notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on anything, and hit that like button if you're liking this content. And yeah, I'm so happy you guys showed up today. It's muchly appreciated. I love chatting with you all. It's been fun today. We've got a lot done. Spent a whole lot of money. Still have a bunch of money, so we're doing good. September. Oh, I gotta go plant. Or no, never mind. We got a worker planting for us, so should go check to see how she's doing anyways. She might be even done. Yeah, she's done. Okay, we can hit this with fertilizer now. Actually, no, I think I gotta wait till next growth. Yeah, next month, then I'll hit it with fertilizer. I'll come and get that tractor after. Not hurt nothing sitting there. And for now, we'll just park this right here for the time being. And then, well, let's see, the sheep. We're going to clear out the sheep. I need this stuff out of here. So we're going to go. Hey, this stuff is empty right now, so for now, we're just going to push all this stuff out of the way. We'll deal with it after. I just want it out of the way for the road. Damn it. You took my bale. I was hoping I was far enough away. When you're using super strength, if you're using something bigger to push with, you can push a lot more. As you saw, I was kind of struggling a little bit using a small bale, trying to push everything in the big bales. Whereas, oops, if I use the big bale, I can push everything easily. Okay, so now that that stuff's kind of out of the way, get that other big bale out of there again. You guys need a bale? Yep, okay, there we go. So now, what I need to do is I have lumberjack on, so we're just going to delete these trees. That one's okay. And that's good there. Actually, no. I want this one gone. Hate getting rid of the big ones, but it's in my way. Okay, stop that. That one. Over here. I'm gonna go like this. Now we need to somehow sell this. Yes. Then we're going to flatten this out. Yeah, like so. We're going to fix the grass. Nope, not that one. Yeah, that one will do. Okay, so that fixes the grass. Now we need our gravel again. Okay, so that's good enough for now. Now we'll put our grass back in. Around here, just regular grass. Like so. Nothing else ruined that I gotta fix. A little bit there. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what to do with those bales yet. Okay, so we're going to take these. They'll be transported up here and put there. And we're going to activate this. We're doing it from wool. All right. So activate. Output, we need spawn. And we're good. All right. So as we pick it up, I didn't even notice how much it can handle. 45,000. So basically only 45 bales. So we're going to be storing some, guaranteed. I just want to put a couple in to get it going here. Come on. Okay, so and then once one comes out, I'll take it from here and bring it up here. So let's open this one up. Fabric in, clothing out. All right, so we're going to activate that. And then we're going to spawn things. Okay, so once that starts getting stuff, that'll be good. Then we're going to come over here. This one I'm not going to worry about right now because we're not even producing milk yet. So we're good. We're just going to leave that one alone. So for now, we're good. Now I do have to figure out why when I try to use this trailer to move the wool, it wants to try and stack 3 wide and the 2 end ones fall off. So I've been using a big trailer to move things and I don't know why it's doing that. I'm pretty sure I don't have it set, the auto load set to too wide, so let's go get this tractor. Winter wheat is growing, good. Really starting to look like almost like a town over here. But anyways, yeah, we're pretty much at 3 hours here, my friends, so I'm going to call this a stream. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today. It means a lot to me. And yeah, you have fun. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell, hit that like for me, please. And we will see you. Yeah, I'm not sure when, but we'll see you next time, my friends. You have fun, be safe, and stay warm, stay cool, whichever it might be. And if you're anywhere near a forest fire, please be safe, and prayers go out to you.